Okay, we are doing this now. Hello and welcome to the Hentai Power Party Brothers Power Party Podcast. I'm Joe Angelo, and who are you guys? Introduce yourselves.
What are they called?
I'm that guy!
You are that guy, but like, what's your name?
Bitch.
What is your name, Mitch?
What?
Okay.
Oh wait, some people call me Abacus, Abisticus.
Abacus.
Abacus. Abisticus for sure.
Some people call me Abacus. Some people also call me Jesus.
I'm Joe Angelo. My screen name is not Cop. That's Mitch. His screen name is Abisticus. Okay, now introduce yourself, Otter, or Trevor.
Otter. Trevor, whatever, the otter.
Trevor, whatever, or the Otter.
The otter. That's why I'm doing.
And other twin.
I'm other twin. My name is Tyler.
Yes! There you go. I'm sorry, that's offensive. I forgot. Offensive to your culture.
And my name is Logan Starn, and I play World of Warcraft.
Yes, Logan
Wow.
Starn.
That is what makes you, Logan.
Joe Angelo, Logan Starn, Abisticus, Trevor whatever, and Tyler, Espionage Tyler.
Wait, so I don't get a name? I just get Abisticus?
Nah, you're
Tyler,
Mitch.
Logan, Trevor, Joe, and Abacus.
You can be a Mitchticus.
Hello, Amichicus. How are you doing today?
How you doing, Mitchticus?
I'm done. I'm out. See, I'm done with the podcast. I'm done.
Wait, Mitch. No, wait. Come back, Mitch. Don't leave.
All right, I'm back.
Okay, he's back. We got it. Okay, now today is a special World of Warcraft episode of the podcast. We're gonna be talking about all kinds of stuff, like how WoW has affected our lives, funny stories we had in WoW, and how WoW has changed over the years. WoW, aka
We all just got our subs back.
WoW is
How
World
we're
of
not
Warcraft.
hunters, so the game sucks ass for us.
Yeah, none of us are hunters, except Logan. I think Logan has a hunter, but I'm not sure if he uses it.
No, Logan will forever be a Death Knight.
Yeah, Logan's a Death Knight in real life.
Yeah, I've only played Death Knight since Burning Crusade.
You roleplay Death Knights.
All right, guys. Well,
You roleplay being dead,
oh shit.
resurrected, or braver than I.
Well, to start off, what are your opinions of the new WoW, and what are your opinions of how you think WoW should be, or if you like the old WoW better, or you don't like the old WoW?
Okay, alright. Here's my unprofessional opinion.
All right,
Basically, if Blenderman would calm himself for a minute,
all right, Blenderman.
that is that you don't even need to fill your action bar anymore, and you have a full rotation.
So
Which, like,
is that too simple?
non-sentient animals can be trained to play this game.
So it's too easy now, you think?
Yeah, like I've played since the. Alright, give me a sec. I've been playing since the beginning of Lich King.
Yeah.
And you just wait, what? Married a guy. Alright, well you give us that story in a little bit. But the game has become incredibly simple, and I don't care for that. That is actually what turns me off on this game. Is because, one, I know just about everything about the game there is to know, which is unfortunate. I don't like knowing everything, because there's nothing left to discover. Even, like, new content, you just read through the patch notes, and there's nothing new when you get the game. Like, it's just, I don't care for that.
I like the simplifiedness. I like the casualty of it.
Like, I want to know the class changes, but then I'm always just curious, but it seems like there's not enough to keep you interested.
Oh yeah.
I like it right now.
No, and Logan, I got your message, by the way. We're gonna talk about those things too, but all right. What was that, Mitch?
I can't take my headset out and take the
I don't know.
Joe.
What's up?
Can you hear Logan fine?
Logan, speak.
Pretty quiet.
Alright, I'm just gonna pass the headset to Logan.
Alright.
Okay, so I understand the question. You said, how do I view the new World of Warcraft compared to the old World of Warcraft?
Correct, Logan.
Well, back when I started playing, that was during Wrath of the Lich King, like the beginning of it. Alright?
Yeah.
Hey, Blender Man, calm down.
Sorry, audience. If we have any audience, we have a blender. But he's a cool blender. He's nice. He's just like... It's okay. Okay, go on, Logan.
No,
Alright,
your
so...
balls.
Please stop. I got married over there. Okay, sorry. So when I first started playing, I think it was like level 30 when you got your first riding, and it was like 600 gold or something to buy the actual riding level or 60% speed increase.
Is that what back in the day when we were in Dreamcatchers?
No, that was before that. When I first started playing, that was what it was.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So it was cool because it was really hard to get riding. Like, I feel like they've dumbed this game down and simplified it so much that Call of Duty kids are coming over here and they can play this game.
Yeah, because I remember when you finally got riding, it was like a feat of strength. Like, it was like you had to get like 60. You had to get level 60 to get flying. Now you have to be like level fucking 10 or 20. It's really easy.
Yeah, level 20 you get.
1, you get the show.
Yeah, level 1 you get your chauffeur mount. Level 20 you get your 60%. Level 40 you get your 100%. Back then it was 30, 60.
I think the level 1 thing, I don't think you should count that because that's for people who have actually played and gotten the heirlooms. It's not like it's for
Yeah, but heirlooms are so easy to get now.
Yeah, but not for like players.
Yeah,
it's
like
not like having riding at level 1 for
Yeah, like back in the day, like I had to get like a lot of guild rep to be able to get my heirlooms, and now all I have to do is run a couple of dungeons, and bam, I have 500 gold. I can get an heirloom. Like, it's really easy
Even
now.
before like that, back in like Wrath, heirlooms were a bitch to get. I remember that because I mass produced all these heirlooms. I ran so many dungeons.
Oh.
But like,
Wait a minute! I gotta disclose something, viewers. Heirlooms means they're items that you can get on your character that bind to all of your characters and they make you level up faster. Okay, end the disclosure.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But the reason they do that though isn't for new players. They do that for old players, so they don't have to go through all the content again and again to level a new character.
Yeah, like heirlooms used to be for like super veteran characters who would be able to afford them, but now like you could probably buy a level 90, play for a little bit, and then get an heirloom right away, then level up a character right away.
Yeah, exactly. But
I mean,
what I do like, I did say but. What I like what they did with heirlooms is, it's like it's in its own little tab. I do enjoy that. Mm-hmm. I don't have to go through every tune and say, oh, does this tune have those shoulder pieces for my hunter, and so on and so forth. I like how every tune has every heirloom. That's very enjoyable. I do like that a lot.
Yeah, that is very convenient because like before I would like have to go through every fucking server I played on and be like, oh shit, this guy doesn't have it, and I have to like spend an hour looking for the character to have my heirlooms and then have to switch them. Yeah, and then now now it's easy. That's really good because now like I don't have to worry about deleting a character with the heirlooms on. I'll still have them.
Exactly, and just like those little things, like how it used to be it used to, like what you said, a feat of strength to get some of this stuff, and now it's so simple that okay, let's see. I kind of like this game. It's enjoyable for a short period of time. Back in Lich King, it was like I could play that every day. I could play it every day, every hour of the day. It was so fun because it was new. It was hard to do things. It was harder to do things.
Yeah, but it was rewarding, you know?
It was
very rewarding. Like now it's grinding a lot now. Like it's pure grind now. Back then, Lich King, like I would, of course I would grind, yes, a little, but I would go run around in Dalaran, go in the sewers, and just duel people and get my ass kicked because people were PvP geared and I wasn't. But like, yeah, Dalaran was such a cool concept.
Yeah, like back then, like even in Cataclysm, like I had this gear called I had this gear I got from Cataclysm, like a set, and I had 2 pieces, and it took me forever to get those 2 pieces. And
exactly.
And now, like, I was so proud of those 2 pieces. I was like, oh man, I look so badass.
How did you get them? Just grind for them, or
no? I went through Raid Finder. I went through Raid Finder, and I hoped I got them, and I got them. I hoped that the fuck I got them.
So it's like it is now.
No, not really, like.
Unless they just
Like, no, I don't think they were Raid Finder. I think they were actually, like, they were real Season 11 items. And now, like, I just did a couple of dungeons, and right away, I got items that were way better than those. It was really easy.
Exactly.
Yeah, like now, like, I actually think I get those items, like, not in Raid Finder. And now I can just do Raid Finder, and I can, like, get items way better than them, you know? It's just like kind of, but
yeah.
At the same time, I think simplicity still makes the game fun, easy to play for like everybody, makes it easier for like a more broad audience to get into. But at the same time, like us veteran players, like we're like, oh man, it's too easy now.
I don't know if I would have ever played WoW if it wasn't like simplified. Because like when I first started playing, WoW was like out and out, and just went to fucking Hamlet's Isle and got
I guess it depends what you want to play. I don't know. Like,
I don't know. Like, I love Sarjo, but I loved back in Lich King where every like Saturday, I do believe, I would get up, I would grind my heroic dungeons every day, and then we would go to ICC with my guild, and we would do ICC every week, and I would get gear, and it would just be so rewarding. And then now LFR came out. And it's so easy. Oh my god. You're a genius, bitch.
You still have to do like harder raids. I don't know, maybe it's like now there's less players, so finding actual like raid is way harder than it was before, so people just do like Raid Finder and get in the small groups. The raid get carried or whatever.
Well, here, look at LFR. Back in last expansion, Mist, LFR was a joke. I remember going in, and I would be in the first wing of Siege for like 5 hours because people were so new, because they boosted at 90 character. And LFR is cool, I guess. Yes, it's a cool concept. You can get gear. That's cool. But, like, it kind of takes away... Yeah, now Proving Grounds too. That kind of pisses me off. I don't like doing Proving Grounds. I already know I can tank, so why do I have to do Proving Grounds? I don't know. It's just, it gets me how they've dumbified this game so much that it's so easy to get gear, and only the elitist people can get really good gear.
Yeah, like
I don't. It's not really hard though. Like it's just tedious.
Like I do have like I have my negative opinion, like the same thing as you, Logan, but I also have a positive opinion about it. Like what I'm thinking is like the way they made it easier, it opens it up to a lot of new players, and like just like a lot of people who, it just opens the game up to a lot more new people who will also like the game, and like depending on like like all kinds of like all kinds of new people, they can have their own role and their own play style and I don't know
about that, because most of the classes in spec suck ass, so you can't, like, if you want to actually be serious, you have like 3 classes to choose from.
Yeah, but like we're no MLG. We're just people playing the game, trying to survive the dungeon. You know, have fun, get gear. And you don't need to be like fucking Versace level to fucking complete these dungeons. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you guys are saying that it's like way easy. It's like way easy. Why
Yeah,
not?
like
Why
and
isn't,
like
more
all
people
these
finish for, like,
all these different play styles. You know, like for me, I'm a holy priest. I'm a raid healer. I'm I'm a raid healer. Logan is a tank death knight.
Death Knight tank.
Yeah.
That's all I do.
Yeah, and what happens is depending on like a DPS or tank, whatever, they'd be like, oh man, yeah, that guy's a good tank healer, or that guy's a good raid healer. Like, I want to have this guy around. And there's also the open ult chat, you know, in the instance.
I'm back.
Oh, hey Mitch, what's up? So so everybody, it's really easy to talk to your group in the game, and that can also bond players too, make it even more fun. So it's not just the gameplay, but it's also the communication between the group of the players. You know what I mean? That makes the game enjoyable.
By the way,
What's up?
By the way, you just logged off from inactivity.
Oh, my bad. I was talking.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
I'm gonna go back on. But yeah, like it's not like League of Legends, you know, where everybody's really bitter and cruel. Like in WoW, people are actually like pretty cool, you know. Okay, well, I've been talking too long, and you guys have anything to say?
All right, Logan's got something to say. Give me a sec.
My map just like disappeared. What the fuck?
I think I would like throw my intake on some rating experiences from input. My apologies.
No problem.
My powers.
I'll talk
But,
about
like-
some ratings.
Like, I'm gonna give you some back whenever it was my prime. Like, I was geared out my ass back in Lich King.
Like back at level 80 max.
Yeah, back when I was level 80. Like, I was rating okay. I was an okay Death Knight tank. I did decent. I would like doing ICC was one of probably the best experiences I've ever had because the actual raid was large. It was pretty big. Bosses were like actually they had some mechanics that were like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. And like I guess the role playing aspect was the lore. Sorry, not role playing. That's so weird. The lore was amazing. I love Tyrion.
Tyrion!
Arthur. Tyrion, you hold the grim destiny in your hands, brother.
That was epic.
Fucking whole like ice aspect or whatever.
But go on, Logan.
But like I could seriously, it's so like I can memorize. I can remember everything Lich King ICC because I look at that last cutscene. I could pretty much recite the entire cutscene because I watched it so much. It was so good, and like the gear was amazing looking. Let's look just T10 Death Knight T10 was the best tier. Yeah, like it was so like gritty and yeah, it wasn't.
Everything now is just fucking fire everywhere. It's just
Seriously.
Firecraft.
I'm pretty biased to ice.
World of Firecraft?
Dude, it doesn't matter. Fucking fire. Everything is fucking fire.
It really is. Like Lich King, there's some ice. There was some like kind of like undead looking shit. It was pretty legit.
But
And
Burning Crusade was like bright colors craft. Like,
I didn't like Burning Crusade's gear. I don't know why. It's too. It was just too colorful.
I know what you mean.
But like going from Lich King, where it was just a beautiful experience of raiding every week. Like I could do it every week. I didn't get bored of it. There was not a time where I'm just like, this sucks. It was enjoyable. Going to Cataclysm, where Death Knight sucked in the beginning, so I re-rolled into a mage, and I made a mage for a while, and I did raids in Cataclysm. It was okay, but like I couldn't commit myself like I did in Lich King. So Cataclysm was alright, and then was LFR introduced in Cataclysm? Yeah, during Dragon Soul. That's right. Dragon Soul was a cool raid. Yeah, I enjoyed when they first introduced LFR. That was like, holy shit, that's a cool idea. 25 people getting together, all doing a raid that's simplified to the point where 25 random people can actually function.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
And then you go to Mist. Mist was okay again. Like, it was a lot of grinding. That's when grinding was really introduced to me, at least, where you had to grind to do good. I didn't enjoy it as much as I can't really say I enjoyed Cataclysm either. Cataclysm wasn't.
Wasn't it all technical?
It really was. Like, it was all grind, but like I feel like you had to grind more and more as time progressed and as expansions came out. You just had to. I don't know. I think Lich King. There's more things to do in Lich King. So I feel like it was out longer. They put out content a little more spaced out than, like, I think not Cataclysm. Maybe Cataclysm lasted a year. Mist lasted a year, or something like that. But like Mist, like you said, I think Tyler, you were talking about the island. What was it? Timeless Island, whatever. Yeah, like you go there.
We had a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah, I
You
like. This is where I first started playing, and like I even like want to go back there and just walk around there because it's fun to explore. But like Draenor sucks ass. It's so small. Like I've already explored every single fucking like inch of it in the like fucking 1 month I started fucking playing it, and they're never gonna give us flying. You're like, why? Just so we can spend a little bit of gold, so we like put more money in the game or something stupid. I don't fucking understand it. Doesn't make any
I
sense.
agree there. Like, I did enjoy that Timeless Isle. Like, I think it was like a love-hate. Like, you get 90, you go there, you get geared, then you go to LFR, and you suck ass at LFR because you don't know how to play your class, because you got your gear so quick. You didn't go through the very beginning of LFR. You didn't do heroics. I didn't like that part, but I did like the idea that go on that island, and you can kill these rares, you can form groups, kill these rares. Like when the island first came out, you would get like raid parties, and you just kill elites, rare elites, in order. That was cool. That was like oh, that's fucking sick.
I'd have been
And then-
better on I was on Illidan, and it was like you had to be there when the rares spawned.
Yeah, exactly. And then whenever like when Siege came out, LFR, people were like, "Fuck that island. That island sucks." So it's harder to gear yourself.
I didn't play until like after that, and there was still.
Then like
You had to be there when it spawned.
yeah. And then Warlords. I was so hyped for Warlords. I literally skipped work and I skipped classes to play Warlords for the first day. It was a fun experience being on like when it first released and launched. There was like thousands of people beside the Dark Portal, and it literally took me like an hour to do the first quest because there's so many people. That was a cool experience, and just leveling. I liked the quest. The lore was fun. The scenery was nice, like going and reliving Burning Crusade, but like different, like revamped places. That was a cool concept, and I don't know. I think it was just maybe it took too long for them to release content for me to like stick with it, maybe. But I have high hopes for like maybe Hellfire Citadel.
I don't have high hopes. Because,
Really?
Like no, because like I mean it might be fun, but I'm never going to get to know because I will never be able to get into a group because I'm not a level 800. I level 800 hunter or rogue. Yeah, they're like the only melee class that's needed for fucking the raids right now. Because the raids are ass for melee. And I can't gear up because people, they see that I'm a shaman and they're like, well, we don't want to give him any of the fucking male gear, so fuck that. Don't invite him, and he doesn't do any fucking damage, and he doesn't do any healing. It's a fucking class that sucks ass because the wizard is garbage at balancing.
I do agree. Hunters, like, they baby. There's like 2 or 3 classes they baby: paladins, hunters, and I can't really think of another class. I guess too. I don't know. Is there any
Druids are pretty damn
class they?
good.
Yeah, my bad. Druids are really babied as well.
I'm probably like the only holy priest on the server. Like, I swear to God.
About it. It's just so
Yeah,
dumb.
like, I was gonna say, no offense, Joe, but holy priests suck ass. But then again,
Well-
I could be wrong. You could prove me wrong. I want you to prove me wrong. I want you to get level 100 and just prove me wrong.
You're probably correct, but even if you are correct, I'm not gonna switch because I do not know how to play Disc Priest.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
why.
interested.
That's why I'm not raiding anymore. I just don't care. I'm gonna play the class that I like to play. I just won't raid. Like, I don't give a shit.
It's like, well, another thing I want to talk about is let's see, what was I gonna say? Holy shit! I forgot I muted Trevor, and when I unmuted him, like the blunder is just so bad. Holy shit! I gotta keep him muted. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, Trevor. I love you, man. But like back in the day, man. Like like we were in middle school, high school. Like World of Warcraft was also like a big part too. Like me, Logan, and I think we were in this guild called Dreamcatchers. And
Dreamcatchers, that is correct.
Yeah, like, and it wasn't just like, you know, like, it's weird because WoW, like the way WoW makes communication so open, like it didn't just like make it like a game, but like it sounds kind of weird, but like it made it like a place I could go to after school, you know?
Like a
And,
family. Like, I know what you mean. Like, literally,
Yeah.
Dreamcatchers, even though, like, it got kind of corrupt. I don't want to say corrupted. I think
like,
it was just...
they ended up being pretty douchey, but like they were like the people that like I look forward to talking to after school.
Like, I would literally come home from school, drop my book bag, say, fuck homework, and I would get on, and I'd be like, hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? Talk to them, and like, it was literally just a family. I know it sounds really geeky and nerdy, but it was literally like my second family.
Yeah, like fucking it was really cool. Like the leader, like the guild leader. I always remember talking to the guild leader, like, hey Elementon, how are you? And like, yeah, I'm good. Like it was like this like a conversation between like real people, you know?
Yeah, you log on. Laura Dox and Skylar were the 2 guild leaders. They were I love those 2, even though they I guess I just grew up and became like a more serious raider, and they weren't as serious as raiding as I wanted to be. But they were really nice. They were like led that guild and made that guild function so well because they would every week they would have like lottery. They would have special events where like hide and seek. I remember one time they had this event, hide and seek. Laura and Sky would go and hide, and we would have to go find them at like level 1 tunes, run through like Stranglethorn. We'd have to run through Stranglethorn, not die or just get wrecked by things. We had to travel through Azeroth to find these 2 just hidden somewhere. I got last place, but like it was so fun doing events like this that it literally, like you said, brought people together. And I think I guess I got so bad with World of Warcraft. I remember I just read chat how you came over to my house and said, hey Logan, you want to hang out? And I'm like, Joe, I'm raiding. I kicked you out of my house.
Yeah,
and,
I remember that.
That's when that's when I started getting really, really serious with World of Warcraft, which I kind of regret. But
I think
yeah,
I think that moment is like hilarious now. Like,
yeah, I look back at it and I fucking laugh. I kicked you out of my
Like-
damn house.
dude, it's like in the barracks. Like I'm fucking in a ranked game in League of Legends, and people come on the door, and I'm like, "Come back! I'm in a ranked game," and they fucking leave. And like, they're like, "Joe, want to borrow a cigarette?" I'm like, "Go away!"
Yeah, like
Fucking-
yeah. I know exactly how you feel, and you definitely hit the nail on the head when you said it brings
yeah.
Warcraft people together and everything. Like, well, sorry, that was back then. I don't know. Like today, like I got on trade chat and I just said something about my ex, just randomly. Oh, I can't forget about my ex. And people started like talking about my ex and saying, "Oh, she's a cunt" and everything. I was like, "Damn, people, I was trolling you." Like it's not
shit.
like a more
Like today, it's just like
it's
like
like
me in
Call of Duty.
What? Yeah. Like it's more impersonal. Like back then, like you know, when we were in high school, we had like less to do. It was more of a bigger deal. But now, like it's more just like an outlet for like me, you, and the gang to just like get together and have fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just like fuck around, go LFR maybe, and troll some kids or something. Like it's not as
Yeah.
serious. Which I guess back in our last expansion, I started getting a little. Mitch and I were a little more serious with raiding. We were in what was the guild called? Shit, stealing them. I forget. Mythic, was it Mythic? No, it wasn't Mythic here. Yeah, what we made the guild. Reborn, that's right.
Reborn.
Oh, Noxious Elite.
Oh shit.
That's right. Noxious Elite. We didn't make, but we joined a guild, Noxious Elite. We knew the guys, and we started raiding. Mitch and I and others started raiding more on the serious level, and well, my internet went shitter, and it went like I couldn't play World of Warcraft for a while. So that was about the time period when Reapers of Souls came out, because then Forrest and all of us played Reapers of Souls because I was lagging, but I didn't lag in Diablo. But we were raiding more serious, which it brought flashbacks of me playing ICC, because I can give you millions of stories in ICC of just how fun ICC was. Like, let me give you a story here. Our guild, Reborn, that was the guild's name. We were playing, and we were on Festergut, and Festergut had like 1,000,000 health left or something like that, something really low, and everyone died except me, Mirage, which was our healer, and someone else, a DPS. And no, it wasn't even DPS, there was a healer. There was 2 or 3 healers left and me. So I'm over here tanking this boss by myself, and I literally, it was just like the most, Joey, you know Jared Desiato, right?
Yeah.
He actually recorded the video on his old phone of like everyone just getting hyped up of me fighting this boss by myself, because this was
Holy
like our
shit.
first down, our first Festergut kill, and we're just like, we got this, boys, we fucking got this. Where we were fighting Festergut, and I kill him, and it's just like it's this big moment. Everyone's like, hell yeah! It was like, yeah, it's just like I can't experience that anymore, because I don't feel like this game has that connection anymore. Like, unless you,
like
I don't know.
like you're fighting a boss by yourself and everybody was rooting for you. Like yeah. Like
Yeah, like, nerdy as it sounds, I felt like a fucking badass. I'm like, yeah. And then I guess the same scenario came up back in last expansion, Mist, where Tank and I, Lakara and I, were tanking the Shaw and the first wing of Siege, and everyone died except me and Lakara, and it was really low health, and we were fighting it, and Lakara should have taunted off me, so I would have lived, but he's like, you gotta go, Logan, you gotta die. And I'm like, I don't want to die. So I hit purgatory and I'm fighting my way through, and I'm living for a while, and then like it hits to the point where this boss just one-shots me, and I die, and he lives, and he becomes the hero. I'm like, you son of a bitch! I wanted to be the hero, but like, but I was just like, you seriously? It was like times like that. It's just like I love those moments where it's just so memorable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it actually, like, it was just like a badass moment, like kind of like when you do something badass in real life, like kind of like the same feeling, but like something that you couldn't do in real life, like fighting a giant monster by yourself, you know, and like everyone's like, fuck yeah, like kind of like you're in your own fantasy story, you know?
Yeah, it's like every 15-year-old's dream.
Yeah, I love it. I just like I don't really think like that, but like I'm just like, oh man, like it's just cool to think about, you know? Like when you're 15, like it just felt so cool. Like it's still cool to think about, but it's not like
yeah. Now that I'm 20, I'm just like, eh.
Yeah, now I'm 21. It's like, nah, but like back in the day, you're like, oh man, this is fucking sweet. Like I remember this. I have a really funny memory in Battlegrounds. All right.
Oh god, I can only imagine.
I was a holy priest in Battlegrounds. I'm like, yeah, suck my dick, I'm holy, you know? Fucking, and I still do that, but I was in Battlegrounds, and I was running away from a death knight. I'm like, oh shit, I'm running away from him. I jump off a cliff, and he death grips me back onto the fucking cliff and starts beating the shit out of me. And I'm like, oh yeah, suck my dick! So I jump off the cliff again. I levitate, so I'm falling down slowly. And I'm like, all right, I got away from him. I look behind me, and this motherfucker has a fucking parachute. And I'm like, I didn't even know the parachutes are in this game. What the fuck? And like we're floating down at the same speed. Here's a fucking parachute. I'm levitating down. We fucking like 10 seconds later we hit the ground, and he's just like, hey motherfucker, what's up? And he just kills me instantly, like instantaneously. Like I'm like, ah! Like there's nothing more scarier than you looking behind you and he's following you with something that you didn't even know was in the fucking game. A fucking parachute.
Yeah, motherfucking like, Death Knight. That's even more terrifying because Death Knights are just there's a ridiculous class, and yeah, I can imagine your fear. I can imagine the terror in your eyes.
Like I had the one guy who had a fucking parachute probably in the entire planet, like this like. Following me, like he's like, oh yeah, if a priest levitates down, if a priest levitates off a cliff, I gotta use my parachute. Yeah, definitely. That was retarded. It was stupid. I hated it.
I'm trying to think of like Battlegrounds experiences myself. I don't know. I was a Death Knight, and I was a tanky Death Knight, so I was like that asshole running in like not dungeons, but PvP. No one killing me because I'm just a fucking Death Knight, the tankiest thing in the world. And I just remember warriors. They never could kill me. Like I would fight a warrior, and he would just be like, "Why? Why do you exist?" And I would just wreck him. And I'd be like, "This is awesome." And then Joey and I, this is whenever I did serious 2v2 arenas. We got really high ranked in 2v2 arenas. And he was a warlock, and I was a Death Knight. And we literally just shit on people, no matter what.
Like you were like a kill lane.
Beautiful.
Oh shit.
And it was fun doing like arenas and everything. Like that was a fun experience. Of course, you had the OP teams like with paladin healers and rogues and whatnot. 2 paladin healers or something stupid like that where we couldn't really contest them. Then after expansion, Joey and I, we did arenas as well again, and I forget what expansion it was, but I remember Joey and Taylor going to a gas station while Joey and I were doing 2v2s. Joey died, and it was just me versus a healer paladin and a rogue, and they went AFK to the gas station and came back. And it was like 10-15 minutes, and I was still fighting that fucking rogue and paladin because I was a Death Knight, Blood Death Knight. I literally I didn't die. They couldn't kill me. They couldn't do anything. And eventually the match ended. They're like, I forget. I think there's like a time period for each match, and it just ended. It's just like, it's just a draw. You guys don't win, you don't lose. Just stop fighting. It was funny. It was a fun time doing PvP.
So let me get this straight. Joey died, and him and Taylor went to a gas station, and you were still alive. 10 minutes later, they came back, and you were still alive.
I was still alive, still fighting because Blood Death Knights were broken as fuck.
That's fucking crazy. That's fucking awesome.
They're still broken, don't get me wrong. They're still broken.
Blood Death Knights. I think Nightcrow's a Blood Death Knight. I liked playing as him. I was tanking. That was my tank.
All my friends, like all you guys, always say compliment my Death Knight tanking, like saying that I'm pro best Death Knight. Just kidding. But he's saying I'm good at it, so I'm just like.
Nobody likes my healing.
Well, I'd compliment your healing back then because you actually were a good healer. You had no offense, but you had shitty ass raid awareness. You didn't fire was on the ground. You didn't pay attention to the fire. You sat in the fire. I'm like, Joe, get the fuck out of the fire. You wouldn't get out of the fire.
Yeah. I'm like, oh shit, I died. I'm like, ah.
Yeah, I was like, come on, Joe, come on, what the hell are you doing?
It's cool. Someone will revive me eventually. We got a druid. I guess. You know?
Druid, Death Knights, everything.
We got a battle res me.
You know your rotation. You knew how to keep people alive. You just didn't know how to keep yourself alive. Simple as that.
Good thing I have Spirit of Redemption. I don't need to be alive. I don't need to be alive anymore. I can die and still heal. I can heal better when I'm dead. I'm a holy priest. Motherfucker. Hold on, I'm gonna take a hentai power party brothers power party intermission for me. I'm gonna take a smoke break. Hold on, I'll be back.
Well, I don't know. You said what expansion did you say you joined, Tyler?
Like I started playing last year, or was it the year before that? It was right at the end of Pandalandia.
It was like the Christmas before last.
So you didn't experience any good World of Warcraft.
I get to experience the current state of WoW, which I like. I know most people hate how casual it is, but I like it like that because I'm the type of person who jumps back and forth between games.
I understand. I don't know. I was a really hardcore raider back in ICC. Mitch, what are you doing on the staircase? Make it, man. Please stop. Yeah, I was a serious ICC raider. I do it every week. I was, I think, number 3 on the realm for Death Knights for quite some time, and then I stopped playing. But it was because on Boring Tundra it was just such a new realm, so there wasn't really many people in that realm. I wish you guys would have played during those times because you would have fucking loved it.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't have my storm elemental.
No, but you would have Valorant.
No, but I'd be a glorified fire mage. Except I wouldn't be glorified because I'd suck ass.
I think arcane mages were good.
I think all arcane mages are always good, aren't they?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying it's shaman right now. It's just all fire. Shaman's supposed to be this person that's connected to the fucking elements, but instead of elements, it's the element of fire, and that's it. Oh, we got fucking lightning bolt. Okay, we got healing rain. Okay, and then we got all these fucking fire spells. Fire out the fucking ass. It's stupid.
I wish they would have pursued the possibility of shaman tanks. That would have been such a beautiful.
They should do a shaman tank that uses more earth spells. That would be cool as shit.
Look at it. There's no male tank. There's leather. There's leather, and there's
shaman should be caster, fire based. Caster should be fire based. Healer should be water based. Melee should be wind based, and then they make a new spec tank that's earth based, and it'd be fucking awesome shit.
I'm
look at
light
Druid.
based.
Druids have
Light
4.
based.
What did you just say?
I'm light based. I'm holy.
Drew's got 4 specs. Why can't Shaman?
I was gonna say, like, Druids have 4 specs. Why can't, like...
Or just give him a fucking, like, Earth stance or something on fucking, Enhance and let him fucking be tanks that way. Like, he gives a shit.
There needs to
Right.
be a male and a cloth wearer tank. They just simply need to do that. That would be, like, I don't know the correct term. Magi? I don't know.
I think it's about time WoW goes the path of every other MMO and just gives each class, like, a spec that can fill every role. Except Hunter's fucked up. You know, they'll still
Oh,
be in another
I'm
world.
actually glad you actually mentioned specs, because it reminds me of back in Lich King when the talent tree was so much different from what it is today. Today it's so cookie cutter, it physically hurts me. But back then, you had Shockedin, you had like Death Knights where every spec could tank. You could be a mix of Frost and Unholy, mix of Blood and Unholy, mix of Frost and Blood, so on and so forth. Like it had so much like personality. Your specs, your talent tree had so much personality. To now, literally, my talent tree in World of Warcraft right now for my Death Knight is every spell to the left side is just what I need. Like, there's nothing unique about me. I am every Death Knight.
Yeah.
That's one thing that really annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah, they were exactly like League Masteries. They branched down, and there was the end spell that was like the ultimate spell, like Howling Blast and so forth. And you could either go hybrid and get half Unholy, half Blood, half Unholy, half Frost, or you can go all Frost or all Unholy, all Blood, or just like you can mix up anything. It didn't matter.
Yeah,
That's like every MMO.
Rift's class and spec system is fucking way better than WoW's. Like, holy shit.
Yeah,
And
like
I don't know. I think Rift has a bit more. Yeah. That like there's no like individuality in the classes in WoW.
no, there's not. There's
Like I started leveling my Druidist Barrel, and like I'm leveling my Windwalker, and then the Rogue. They all feel the fucking same.
yeah,
Combo
they
points, hit this,
they
hit
are.
that, whatever. Execute, blah blah blah. Dot, fucking stupid.
That's why I feel bad for you guys when you start playing this game. This game's a good game, but you start playing when it's so cookie cutter, so basic, so simple. When you didn't get the experience, I know I speak for Wrath Babies, the Wrath Babies, when everyone started joining when they played that expansion. So I bet people who played like the vanilla, they're probably laughing at me because they're probably like, yeah, you didn't experience the real World of Warcraft. Of course, but like, but now it's so dumbified. It's so simple. So if I go to any Death Knight, any Blood DK right now, and I look at their talents, it will be exactly the same. Every single one of mine is just it's gonna it just
Yeah, I absolutely hate how like if I'm not using the right talent, my DPS is just cut in half, where it's already fucking bad. Like fucking Shaman's one fucking talent, fucking years like fucking just straight fucking garbage.
yeah,
I might
like
play Shaman.
Yeah. Enhanced Shamans level 75 talents are so fucking stupid. Like, why do I need this healing? I don't like even with if you fucking use all of the fucking Enhanced Shamans healing perfectly, you're gonna probably heal like 1% of the fucking raid compared to the fucking healer. It's stupid.
yeah.
Like, if they want to
like,
make them like a melee healer, then they need to fucking buff that shit and make it like I don't know, fucking like do healing based on your damage or like I don't fucking know.
yeah, I understand.
Or just take away the goddamn healing shit and make them a fucking DPS class.
Like you said with shamans, like last expansion, the enhanced shamans were they were really strong. Like my buddy Scott, he mained an enhanced, and I think he still does main an enhanced shaman, but he was always topping DPS charts even with shitty gear. Okay, even Mitch, fucking Mitch. I remember what Cataclysm, you were fucking rocking the fucking charts, and I was like, what the hell is this? Yeah.
Now, do you think he was topping because he knew how to play his class, or because his class was broken at the time?
Well, Mitch is a fucking good player in general. Like, I tank with him, and I fucking love tanking with him with his druid. Because
Mitch
he
is good
actually,
at
or not
games.
druid, my apologies, monk, my bad. Like, because he knows how to fucking tank with a monk. Like, I tank back in last expansion, actually. I would tank with monks, and I said, I hate you so much because they don't know how to put their elusive brew and all their brews together. And yeah, they don't keep shuffle up with their blackout kick. They don't keep their like defensive buffs on. Tyler,
I don't.
But,
I'm fucking garbage at it.
Yeah, exactly. See, no offense, but like you're a prime example to what I would be tanking with in LFR. So I'm seeing these tanks get their asses handed to them, and I'm over here like, okay, I'm a Death Knight tank. I'm geared, so I can fend for myself. But like I kind of get tired of seeing these. They pull off. Their aggro was ridiculous. Their aggro pull was ridiculous. They would throw one fucking keg, spin, and then have all the aggro. I'm just like, you're an asshole. You're gonna die instantly, and they would die instantly. And I'm like, don't fucking do that.
I know it, because I've been doing that.
Can you relate? Like, imagine doing Siege when it was like the top raid. Can you imagine you doing what you're doing right now with the Siege bosses, where they just one shot your ass? And I'm like, okay, I hate you. I hate you. But Mitch.
Fucking. Alright. We got 7 minutes left.
How to play the class to do on the bosses.
7 minutes left, you say? Basically, yeah, like, I heard you, Trevor.
I got this. Blizzard, if you're listening,
No one on the podcast.
suck my fucking dick and fix your fucking classes. Give me more wind and lightning on my shaman and make me do damage.
Wait, we get a listener.
Good. I hope he works
Uh,
at Blizzard. I hope he's the head of Blizzard. He knows how much we hate his fucking game.
We got one guy. I gotta see who it is.
What? My hero.
Give him a shout
Shit.
out.
Hope it's not my mom.
Tell your mom to be awake right now.
Nah, it's not like last podcast. Last podcast was a little dirty, but
You're talking about fuck you and all that.
This
my live
podcast. Podcast. You guys got the World of Warcraft master, so I could talk about it all day if I wanted to. About it all day
No,
if I wanted to.
we don't really got a listener. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Anyway,
But
but
summarize everything. World of Warcraft used to be beautiful. It still has some beauty, but it is really simplified, really cookie cutter. It's really just not as challenging as it was back then. Boss mechanics, like I watched a video of 10 Death Knights, Blood Death Knights, tank the heroic last boss of one of the high-end raids in Draenor. 10 of them, no healers, just those 10 Death Knights. I was like, that hurts me. That's cool that Death Knights can do that, but like, where's what's going on? Like,
Yeah,
what the hell?
yeah, like, where's the mechanics that are supposed to be there, you know? Like, they're not there. It's just like,
Yeah, there's literally like either the mechanics are really simple or just Death Knights are broken. Either one, I'm not sure, but
I think it's like a broken Death Knight thing. I don't think the raids are that easy. Yeah, like, it just has to be their like healing or whatever, and they're
yeah, don't get me wrong, Death Knights are fucking broken. Like I feel bad playing a Death Knight and
because they
mating
don't.
one.
From what I've heard, like melee is just completely trash in the raids.
Yeah, melee is really hard to play in raids just because you have
like, it's
to
not
be
bad. They're just bad.
well that too,
The
but
the mechanics for it are just all favored in moving around a lot and ranged.
Yeah, even
alright, guys. Well, I hate to do it, but that concludes the Hentai Power Party Brothers Power Party Podcast. I'm Joe Angelo. Thank you for listening if you're listening. And we will see you next week. Any last thoughts?
I already said my last thoughts.
Mitch is really good to talk. I kind of took it all from Mitch, but I felt like I have this deep connection with World of Warcraft, so my apologies.
Oh, no problem. So do I. Alright, well, good night and good luck.